Welcome back to Norwood Digest. I'm joined by station manager Jack Tolman. A lot of new things happening at NPA, Jack. Before you even get started, is today a typical day at NPA?
Jack and I were talking about this. Today is really a day that we're really cooking on all cylinders here at NPA. We're broadcasting live right now, and we're having some great help from Tessa McGuire, who's a junior here at the high school program, and Ryan Begley, manning the microphones, and Megan switching. But as we're doing this right now, we have Kim Pincus is working the school committee meeting live right now on the other channel, and Mike Maloof is covering the permanent building committee meeting, and our part-time employee Brian Boudreau is covering an event at the library. And all this is happening right now, but this afternoon we had the truck for a soccer game at Father Max.
So, typical day.
Yeah, very busy day, yes.
All right, so tell us about some of the, well, the big news is the government channel, so let's start with that.
Okay. The government channel, this is something that we have talked about for a while as part of our plan. We've pretty much doubled our government meeting coverage, and that's a new channel that we had premiering October 1st, beginning October 1st on Comcast Channel 22 and Norwood Light 24 and Verizon 31 is all government all day. We're going to rotate all 8 meetings. We have the Board of Health meeting that we're starting to cover, and that's where the public can learn about some of the Board of Health responsibilities. Then we have the Conservation Committee, and that's real important so the town knows some of our open space and wetlands issues that's discussed. The Permanent Building Committee is one that is always going to have a project, I believe, always in the works. You know, I know we're still finishing up the high school project, and this is a great way for transparency where the town can see how the town government happens. And again, that's starting October 1st, all the government meetings will be on those 3 channels. And we think it's time to do that, and there's a lot happening, a lot of government.
So that means you can probably play digest more on the other channel.
That's we'll have a digest channel.
No, we don't need to do that. All right, so some of the other things. Now, one of the things, and I remember I took this years ago in the old school, the public access classes.
Yes, once a month, Megan's staff here, Corbett, our public access coordinator, has started an orientation, and that is once a month where it's similar to an open house where people know that they can come and learn about what we do and what they can do using our equipment. That's every month. But the exciting thing that Megan has built a real strong program with the middle school ages, and that's grades 6th, 7th, and 8th. Right now there's 45 students on 2 classes on Monday and 1 on Tuesday after school, where the students from the middle school come up and learn all about video and produce their own shows. And this year, now that we have a year under our belt being up at the high school, we thought it was appropriate to start an evening club for the high school ages because there are some students that can't fit TV into their program and students who want to do more. So I'm hoping it's a good blend of some drama students and TV students kind of coming up with some creative programming.
Good, good. So one of the things I know you guys get crazy about is the sports at NPA TV. What's going on with that?
Well, Ryan Walker is busy as usual, fall sports. There's our goal, and we've been pretty much able to meet it, is we cover every high school sport. It's fun to cover swimming, it's fun to cover golf and cross country. Football has been around on cable television since the license started, so that's a mainstay. But we also try to do youth sports. October 14th, we're going to be covering 6 youth sports games for the youth football program, and also Mike Maloof is going to be covering some soccer games for youth soccer and a day in the life of soccer. As you remember back in the days, I know you coached the younger ages on Saturdays. When you go down there, it's like a multi-generational event where you've got the lawn chairs and siblings, and it's soccer all day long.
Yeah, it's a fun thing. So everything's not all fun and games. Sometimes we have very grave matters. So tell us about that.
Jack is doing some good segueing here. Kim Pincus has working on her 2nd episode of a show called Grave Matter, and I don't know if the audience has got a chance to see it, but it's kind of a neat show where she was interested in some of the symbols. I brought her over to the Highland Cemetery, and she has an interest in some of the symbols that are on old gravestones. So she walked around and picked a couple of graves. We had some symbols and made some contacts with some experts in the field to pick a grave, and I think the one she's working on now is about 1860 or so, and find out who that person is, and a little bit about their history and why they're buried in Norwood. And I kind of think of it as a history detective type show.
Little Dan Brown symbolism too.
Yes,
But, you know,
yes.
So that's pretty nice.
Yep.
So a couple of new shows are coming up.
Yes, again, lots happening. We want to produce shows that we think people would like to watch. Mike Maloof and I sat down with Chief Brooks from the Norwood Police Department, and we're going to come up with a monthly show that highlights a lot of the activities at the police department, technology, the equipment, the staff, some of their programs that they're working on. So we're hoping it brings the cameras into the station, out in the field, and people can learn about the Norwood Police Department. Our working title right now, Jack, is Norwood PD Blue.
Nice. And you're doing a DPW show?
Yep, Mark Ryan is on board with that, with Ryan Walker. We've done some great shows and segments with the DPW. And again, we want to profile. I look at this as some of the towns I think the taxpayers want to see, where some of the money goes, how we protect our investments and assets, whether it's the equipment or the intersections. These guys work hard with their daily work and their special projects. So it's basically in and out of the DPW, especially as they move forward to build the new, their new headquarters.
And we still have some of our old standby shows, like Let's Talk Business with Jeannie Babel. And what's the next episode of that about?
This is a good one. This is something that's been on our radar for a while. We connected with Building 19. And probably everybody in Norwood has been there at least once. I think it's kind of neat. They had the opportunity to sit down with Jerry Ellis and talked about how that operation started. And they have, I think, 11 or 12 other locations. So it's a store that's in Norwood, but again, is bigger than Norwood. And Building 19 is a real interesting place. So look forward to that in the next couple of months. I mean, couple of weeks, sorry.
Sounds like a lot going on at NPA TV. There is one other show that you had a good idea, and I think we're going to tease that. But you tell us about it and throw it to it when you're ready.
Yeah, this is an idea, and I can tell you exactly how it started. Is talking with Donna Dolliner, whose daughter Allison at the time was playing field hockey at Merrimack, and we realized that there was, once students graduate from Norwood High without having a daily newspaper, and that's nothing against the weekly paper, but it's hard to keep in touch with graduates of Norwood High when they're in college. Where are they and what are they up to? So that was something we thought that was kind of lacking a little bit. So we thought through Facebook and through texting and how fast we can keep in touch with people and stay connected longer, that we would do a program and kind of profile class presidents, the valedictorians, and basically a slice of students the first few years out of college, out of high school, like young alumni type. So we call that show Where Are They Now? NHS class of 2009, 2010, and 11.
Okay. Sounds like a good potpourri of things going on at...
Yeah, there's a lot going on. We appreciate the feedback from the public. Give us a call if you have any ideas or any suggestions. We think we do a good job at keeping programming fresh and interesting here for Norwood.
Okay. So do we want to take a quick tease of Where Are They Now?
Yep. So what you're about to see is the program we just said. This is a sample of it. And some of the sound bites were sent in to us, emailed or Skyped, and some of the college students were home over the summer, so we caught up with them out in the field in their jobs, what they were doing. And so let's take a quick look at Where Are They Now? NHS 09, 2010, and 11.
Kristen McCarthy. I'm from the class of 2011. I go to Northeastern University and my major is theater, and I've spent most of my summer coming back to the high school and volunteering with West Side Story, the musical that the school is doing this year. I spent a lot of time in the drama program when I was still in school, so I thought I'd help out now.
Hi, I'm Allie Maloof. I graduated from Norwood High School in class of 2011. I'm currently going to be a sophomore at Southern New Hampshire University. I played softball there and I'm going to keep playing, and I'm studying psychology. And this summer I babysat and gave pitching lessons as well as playing softball for the Mass Drifters.
Hello, my name is William Gertie and I graduated as the valedictorian of the Norwood High School class of 2014. I currently attend Yale University, and this upcoming semester I will be a junior working towards my Bachelor's of Science degree in Geology and Geophysics with a concentration in Paleontology and Geobiology. In addition to being the president of the Geology Club at Yale, I am also a member of a number of instrumental music ensembles, including the Yale Concert Band and Yale Precision Marching Band, and additionally play in the orchestras for musicals. I also participate in a number of community service activities. This summer, I participated in a paleontological field camp at the Petrified Forest National Park in Arizona. Then I went on to intern at Stanford University, where I worked on a paleontological research project. I will be presenting my results for this project at a national conference in San Francisco later this year.
Hi, I'm Billy Glidden, Norwood High graduate, class of 2010, and I go to Bridgewater State University.
Hi, I'm Brandon Davis. I also go to Bridgewater State, and I also graduated from Norwood High in 2010.
Currently, we're studying abroad in Australia on the Gold Coast at Griffith University, and it really has been an amazing experience so far.
Yeah, we're getting to do a lot of stuff that we can really do back in Bridgewater, back in Norwood, like skydiving and scuba diving. I mean, you could do it in the U.S., but there's really great scenery over here and a lot of cool experiences we've had besides those two.
Yeah, we've met a lot of new people, and it's definitely changes your outlook on life when you live so far away from home on your own. But I think it's definitely been worth every second and really has been an amazing experience for us.
Yeah, there's a lot of work beforehand, but we did it all, and it was definitely worth it. It was a long process, a lot of waiting and paying, unfortunately, but it was definitely worth it. We're about halfway through now, and it looks like it's going to be a good rest of the trip.
Yeah, we're having a great time, but we definitely miss everybody back home, and we can't wait to get back to Norwood.
Hi, Matt Davenport, valedictorian from the class of 2009. I'm currently a senior at the Johns Hopkins University here in Baltimore, Maryland, studying chemical and biomolecular engineering with a minor in history. For the past 4 years, I've worked in admissions, coordinating the overnight program, as well as answering any questions from parents and potential applicants. I'm also a member of the Pi Kappa Alpha fraternity and on the staff of the Black and Blue Jay satirical newspaper here on campus. Last summer, I did research in a lab in Grenoble, France, as a part of a study abroad program. This summer, I stayed in Baltimore and worked on campus in a lab I've been in for 2 years, doing stem cell research for biomedical applications. I just wanted to thank all the teachers, parents, administrators, coaches from Norwood High School that helped to shape the path I'm on today.
Hi, my name is Isabel Jones. I graduated class of 2009 from Norwood High School. I go to Boston University now and will be a senior in the fall. And currently I intern / direct / edit at Boston's local news station, where I started 3 years ago now. And because of my background here at the TV program at Norwood High, I was able to do all sorts of really cool things. And now I'm even in running to produce the show every now and then. I look back to everything I've learned here and really, really appreciate it.
Hello and welcome back to Norwood Digest. And now it's time for Don Fitzgerald.